Hello, good day, viewers. We are back with another wonderful episode of In The Mix. Let me just start off by letting everyone know that for this episode, I do not have my right-hand man, but I do have my right-hand woman that's joining me for this one, and I'm joined by Jekoo, who plays for Aero Ladies. Jekoo, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing, Brian?
I'm doing very well, and I'm very excited for today. I mean, today's episode is going to be focused on women. Like the whole episode, we're not talking about anything else apart from the fact that I do have Javon joining me in studio. It's just women. We are celebrating women this month, and we are all very excited for that. But before we do get into anything deeper, how excited are you for the weekend, and who are you guys facing this weekend?
Oh, we are very excited. We are facing V-Power Angels.
Okay.
One of the team that we haven't beaten. Always a draw, always a loss, or it's like a family team or something. But then this weekend we are going hard on them.
You guys are going hard?
Yeah, definitely going hard on them.
Okay, I think I need an icebreaker. I just need you to tell the viewers what Beyond The Goalpost is all about before we do get into the show.
So Beyond The Goalpost, it's a documentary where I'm also part of it. It's basically about our lives, how we join football, what we do for a living, and our career basically.
That's going to be very interesting. So we get to dive into how women play football, what the behind the scenes look like. I mean, we just see you guys pitch up on the field playing football, but we actually now get to see what actually happens behind the scenes. So we'll be going for a short break, and we'll be back right after that.
Imagine something so ahead of its time. It was designed to fit in with a future that hasn't happened yet.
Great Scott.
That future is here. Get it.
Very hard for me to get back to or let people know what we are having for the day, because he's always the one that announces that. So Jekoo, do you know what we are eating today? Do you know what's been given to us on this wonderful table?
I can see a pizza here.
Okay.
And some tomatoes. Or
Yes. I think you've already done a better job than Jesse. Jesse would have said it looks like Herrero bread or something in that line. But so today we are celebrating baking pizza or pie in solidarity. So Patricia, who has just been showing off a lot on this show lately, she's really been doing the most, made this from scratch, and she made this for us to have as a snack while we talk about what's happening, what sports is going on. So she is doing the most. But you guys will get to meet her in the kitchen. I mean, you guys saw her last week. She can sing, she can bake, she can cook. Let's see if she can braai. and what she has on the grill for us today. So I'm very excited to see what's going on there. Well, getting back to our discussion, we are very excited for this weekend. I mean, the league continues once again. Before we do talk about the games that are taking place, you know, when the founding father passed away, you guys couldn't play for quite some time. Just tell me, how was that experience for you, not having game time and just having to relax and wait for the whole morning period to pass?
Okay, for our team, there was no relaxation. Even though we were not playing games, we had training each and every day. The only day we could rest was just on Fridays, but then Monday to Thursday training.
Sure.
We were preparing for these coming games. Yes.
Okay, now tell me, you play as a forward. When did your career as a footballer start? When did you get into football?
Okay, my career as a footballer started at the age of 9.
Okay.
So yeah, just in primary school, playing street soccer with the boys, dusty streets of Katutura, until the age of, was it 13, where I got called up for the under-17 national team.
13?
Yes.
For the under-17
national team call-up.
Okay.
Yes, then I think I got 3 call-ups, which we played also regional games in Lesotho. All my call-ups, so far I've made it in
all
the
of
team.
them?
All of them, including under-20 call-ups, which was in 2021.
Okay.
We played in Burundi. And also 2023, I got, okay, so that was my second call-up for the national team.
The second call-up,
yes.
Okay.
So the first call-up, I couldn't make it because I was in exam school, and my parents are like, no, if you go, you will just, the moment you come back, you will just come fail and we wouldn't want you to repeat and so forth.
Yeah.
So I just had to make peace with it. Then 2023, when I finished my grade 11, called up for the Brave Gladiators. We went for trials and I made it through to the team.
Wow. Okay, now look, you're saying your parents didn't agree with you having to go for the call-up because of exams. How hard was it for you to call? Always don't support those things where it's not like a 9-to-5 job and you're trying to do something risky. Okay, well, we're going to have a look at the fixtures that we have lined up for this coming weekend. I mean, sport has been on a stop for a while, but now we are back in full swing. So we look forward to another exciting weekend, starting off with Friday's women's cricket T20 quadrangular games that are taking place in Uganda. I think we play our last game today. That's at 1 o'clock. That's maybe in the next 15-20 minutes. And then we have schools hockey at hockey tournament. It's a tournament that's taking place this weekend where we have more than 21 games that are scheduled to take place tomorrow. So that's definitely going to be very exciting. School sports at Technical High School. That's HTS. And then we look forward to the football matches that are also scheduled to take place this weekend. Starting off with the Deadmarine Premiership, we have one match that's scheduled to take place on Friday, that is, and then the rest are moved to Saturday. You know, Saturday you are also in action. There we can see the FNB Women Super League matches. We have games, Shakati African Stars Queens take on Komas Nampo. We have we have Ongos Ladies that take on Namib Daughters, and then we have Unam Bokkies playing Nast Babes, and then we have Arrow Ladies that are taking on V-Power Angels. That's at 9 o'clock. You guys play very early, hey?
Very early.
Poof. Okay, then we look forward to other matches on Sunday. We have football in the Deadmarine Premiership again. I don't think you guys are having games on Sunday, or do you?
No, we aren't.
No games on Sunday.
No games on Sunday.
Okay, well, yeah, those are most of the games that we look forward to this weekend. So, speaking of the game that you guys have on the weekend, like you said, it's a team that you guys haven't beaten before. Yes. It's just either a draw or you guys lose. Yeah. After the wonderful result that you guys had last weekend, scoring 7 goals. Wow, 7 goals. How much of a confidence booster is that for you guys heading into this tough match?
It's not really a tough match.
Okay.
But we are ready. We are mentally, physically ready. We have been training like very hard, and now we are not going to take this team easy. This time it's not about family, friends, or whatever they call it, but we are more than ready for them. We are not even going for a draw. It's a win. Straight win. We want to climb the ladder. We want points, goal difference. So as a forward, I obviously need to score more goals.
It's your job, yes?
It's my job. So I will definitely have to do the job up front there. So just if we don't win or we don't score goals, then I'm definitely the problem.
Then you are the problem. Look, I didn't see the goals for last weekend. How many did you get?
I only managed to score one.
Okay.
3 of my goals were offside, apparently. So I had more offsides than goals.
Come on, apparently. Okay, guys. So we'll be going for a short break, and then we'll be back to also look at the futsal, the AFCON futsal team that has been announced for AFCON 2025. That we'll talk about a bit later. But for now, let's see what Patricia is cooking in the kitchen.
Feel like I should go. 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 Imagine something so ahead of its time. It was designed to fit in with a future that hasn't happened yet.
Great Scott.
That future is here. Get it.
So of course, guys, we are here at the Braai station, and I have this lovely lady with me here today who's gonna help me in the kitchen. Yalo, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's hot here, ne? You can also feel it.
Yeah, I can.
It's the heat. It's the fire. It's calling us. It's calling us so we can braai today's menu. So on the menu today, we have grilled hake with a mango salsa on the side. Yalo, have you ever had hake grilled before?
I've had it before, but I've actually never braaied.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
there's a first time for everything. And I'm also learning the ropes here. So we'll learn together and we get to make this. But when it comes to the braai station, what is your favorite dish from the braai?
It's probably braaied meat, because
You can never go wrong with braai meat. I mean, it's everyone's favorite, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so today we're going to help each other in the kitchen. It's a very simple dish. It's quick and it's easy. So if you can look behind us and you'll see that we have for the salsa, we have the mangoes. I like to put a bit of chili in there. I like spicy foods. I hope you don't mind.
No, I actually love chili too.
Okay, so
yeah.
I picked the right dish for us to eat. So we have the chili, we have the cucumbers, and of course some lemons. I like fresh lemons. I don't like the lemon juice, so I like to squeeze the fresh lemons into that.
I mean, that's what they say about fresh things, right?
It's delicious, and you can never go
delicious.
wrong if it's fresh. Okay,
Yeah.
our hake is in this lovely braai bak here. So we've been marinating it since this last night. So all we did was a little bit of oil, paprika, salt, pepper, and grated garlic. So now it's in there. So I'm going to show you what it looks like because I've been keeping it a secret from you so that you can see it. So there it is, been marinating. So we're going to wrap it in tin foil and add some garlic butter to it.
Alright.
Because I think when it comes to garlic, you can never go wrong. There's never too much garlic in a dish. So there is our hake ready for the fire. We'll wrap that in tin foil, and then I'm going to taste your braaiing skills.
It actually already looks yummy, so.
No, we can't eat it yet. We still have to braai it.
Alright.
But I can see that you're super excited for the hake. I am as well. I've never braaied fish before. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on TV, but there's a first time for everything. You've never braaied before, never braaied fish before. I don't know what we can call this combination, but I have faith that we can make this a great dish.
Hopefully,
I'm
yes.
always excited to experiment in the kitchen. So I'm going to leave it up to you to chop our peppers for us. So we're just going to chop it in small pieces. While you do the peppers, I'll do the cucumber. Our mango is already chopped up and it's all ready. So you can start chopping there. and then I will do this part. Now, Iyalo, can you tell us a bit more about your soccer career? Because I am not a soccer girly. I don't know how to play soccer. I watch it every now and then, but I do not know how to play soccer. How did the love for soccer start?
I really hope after this you start watching our games and hopefully become one of our team members also.
Let's see in the future. I can't make promises.
All right, and I'm really hoping so. So I've been playing football since I played football in primary actually, just for like 2 years until I had to move to a different school. The school I went to, that time we used to play for girls and girls. And then when I moved to a different school in Ongwediva, there was actually no football there.
That must have broken your heart.
It was one of the saddest part of my school life, I guess. You know, when you go break time and then you see boys playing football, other girls are busy playing netball and what, you be so tempted to play football, but you watch girls this side and then the boys are on the other side, so you are just forced to play netball.
Yes. Yeah, you also don't want to be the only girl at that time.
Exactly.
To play with the boys. I can only imagine what that must have felt like, not to be able to play the sport that you love.
Yeah, but there are times when I would always sneak into the field for like 10 minutes just to test my football
to touch the
skills.
football once.
Yes. And then I went until high school, grade 10. Grade 10, we had a soccer team at our school. And then I played there for like, I think 3 months. You know about what they say about grade 10, that time it's exams and you know.
That was when it was probably still with the old curriculum when you had to write the national exams in both grades. Now you get to play football forever and ever.
Hopefully, yes.
But let's not get too carried away talking about this. We have so much prep work to do. So we will be right back with more. Hopefully when we come back, our hake will be on the grill and we will be ready to just dive in because I'm excited.
I'm so excited for this.
Okay, so don't move anyway. We will be right back with more food and more football.
Your life could change at any second, but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
I think after listening to Iyalo and Patricia's conversation, I understand why your parents were not supporting your football career, because you can see with the girl, as she was saying, the parents were not happy with the results because she was too focused on football. Okay, but without wasting any more time, we stopped our conversation before we could talk about the futsal women team that was just recently announced. You personally said you don't play futsal.
Yes.
And the players at your team, the Aero ladies, none of you guys play futsal.
None of us play futsal. Yes.
Is there any specific reason as to why not?
There's no specific reason.
Okay.
But it's just our coach, they just decides, no, my players won't play futsal. It's like, we just need to play. We can't, if we play futsal, we'll just start playing for those specific minutes.
Yeah.
Then we won't manage to play the whole 90 minutes.
Yes.
So then he just decided, no one from my team is playing futsal unless you want to join another team.
So you guys, your focus is on that side,
Yes.
not having to switch from here to there, and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the futsal team that was announced by the NFA. I do not know much of the team, the ladies in the team. So can you please do us the honors and maybe just go through that team for us and tell us if you see any familiar faces, or not faces, but names there. I know Fiola Fleet.
Okay.
She plays rugby also, and she plays for Beauties, if I'm not mistaken. Beauties FC. I know Memory Ngonda, she's a midfielder. Millicent Hikaum, she was in the US for some time. She came back, I know her. And then who else?
So basically all those names that you see on that list,
Yes.
It's players that play the Women's Super League also.
All of them?
All of them.
Aha. Okay, okay.
them,
And are you surprised by any of the names that you see on the list?
Definitely. Definitely so.
Okay, for example, give us an example.
For example, Diana Koch.
Diana Koch, okay.
Yes.
She plays for who?
She plays for Beauties FC.
Okay.
She's been off for quite some time and she just came back now, but I see she's also on the list. And I'm like, okay. Okay.
And then, who do you think are the strikers in this team? Because I honestly do not know position-wise where most of these ladies play.
Okay, the strikers in this team is Hanavi Muinasho, Viola Flitter, Diana Koch, and yeah.
Those are now the strikers.
Yeah, those are now the strikers.
Okay, now if you're looking at the team, since most of these ladies are people that you faced already, that you've played against, what are your thoughts on this team?
It's a tough team. It's definitely a tough team. Then I see 3 goalkeepers. I'm like now wondering.
Oh, is it 3? Who are the 3 goalkeepers?
Agnes Kaudu, Melissa Matias, and then Kasume.
Kasume is also a goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's also a goalkeeper.
Okay, so I think they might still break the team down. I think those are still a lot of players because that's just the provision for the team. So I'm sure they'll break the team down. Yeah. Well, we also do have some news from Italy. You may not know this, but we have a team that's playing not football, not rugby, but we have a floorball team. So floorball is apparently very similar to ice hockey. But in Namibia, we play floorball because we do not have any ice hockey infrastructure. So we have a team, a Special Olympics team that flew out, I think, on the 5th of March, and they're only returning on the 15th, and they're taking part in the competition. They've played a couple of games, so we do have a few overlay clips and a few, I think, 2 interviews from the captain and one of the players, and one of the videos is in Damara. Yes, one of the videos are in Damara. So please, viewers, that's just some discretion for you guys. But please do stay tuned as we have a look at those videos.
Met die skool by die huis ek speel sokker altyd en by die skool ek speel floorball. En dit is mooi. And I enjoy sports. And sports make my life to change. And I learn how to play floorball at school.
Are you happy to be representing your country?
Yeah, ek is baie bly om dit te doen. I'm feeling maybe I'm presenting Namibia and making my family proud and my friends.
Quinton, tell us your story with sports and specifically with floorball.
Okay. About the sports I'm making me better. Tage ibe soccer sake ku. Changa hu soccer sake ku ka wage ngo tournament ke athu ke ni seyeti. Wage mi okay o tournaments ke floorball si wage mi okay nga tournaments against ku. So tournaments against ku ina ke final games again. Chige ni sa floorball sa ni ku ke. So floorball ke how ke ni sa floorball ama ke train. So ke chige nga hu ke si ku. Chige nga hu ke atan. Okay, Lisa, yeah, me by Tangi, Italy, okay, cool, so, Lisa, Italy, chicken is a flop or something. They say it is a child because the people last get when I miss at Sidakuba Kabika Mayo. Case of thing with sports mask, again on the Bagahama.
Well, the team have played some good games, won a couple of their games, lost a couple of their games as well. I know they lost against Italy 12-0 early last night. So it's been a tough one, but at the end of the day, the boys are enjoying themselves and they are having a good time. For now, it's time for us to give you guys some betting tips. Hopefully you guys can make some money over the weekend. And I'm going to do that with none other than Javon Wilson. So join us after the break.
Your life could change at any second, but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
Imagine something so ahead of its time. It was designed to fit in with a future that hasn't happened yet.
Great Scott.
That future is here. Get it.
Okay, well, and just like that, I am joined by Javon Wilson. Jeff, exciting win for us yesterday. Let's start off with that. Bruno Fernandes scoring a hat-trick for Manchester United. Very, very exciting there. But yeah, just tell me how you're doing and how you're excited for this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, as you said, they're United getting the win. Only unbeaten club in Europe. So hopefully we can clinch that trophy in the Europa League in that Europe competition. Wishing them all the best.
Thoughts on Bruno Fernandes? I mean, there's been a lot of talk in the Premier League that he does not come to the levels of Odegaard. Kevin De Bruyne is better than this guy. And yet he's the one that's carrying Manchester United. Scored a brilliant free kick against the Arsenal. Scored 2 penalties yesterday. Closed it off with a wonderful goal. Yeah, so...
Yeah, really silencing the critics over there. I do feel that he is leading by example, you know, being the captain and all. So hopefully he can end of the season pretty well. He's a talented player. Just need that leadership skills and that leadership role and qualities from him.
Well, before we do get into the Champions League, are we winning Europa?
I think so.
Or is it a tough one?
It's a tough one, definitely. But we are, as I said, unbeaten so far. We haven't been beaten in that competition, so why not?
Lyon is our next.
Yeah.
It's our next team, but I think
Nemanja Matic, former United player there.
So we should be getting through there.
Yeah, I think so. I think Europe we're doing pretty well. I think Amaran is doing a decent job there. So I think that if any punter wants to put some money down on the outrights, it's available at jsbsports.bet.
Then you can go for Manchester United. That's if you are a Manchester United fan. Let's have a look at the Champions League. You know, the Champions League has been full of wonderful results. It's been great. We're going to talk about the controversial goal that happened in the Madrid clash at the Bernabeu. Not the Bernabeu, at the Atletico Madrid Stadium. But look, Arsenal made it through PSV after a 2-2 draw. Real Madrid made it through penalty shootout. PSG went and did the impossible. At the Anfield Stadium, we have some Liverpool supporters in the house. I hope they are doing fine there. And then we'll also be looking at Aston Villa. They made it easy. I mean, Club Brugge, easy task. Barca making it look easy against Benfica, putting on a wonderful score. Dortmund having to come back from behind to win the match 2-1. Bayern Munich destroyed Leverkusen once again. Very shocking result for me personally. And I think the dark horses of the tournament, like you alluded to earlier, Inter Milan is past and they'll be taking on Bayern Munich.
Yeah, as I said last week, I do fancy Inter.
Toca antes dele chutar com o pé direito, ó.
Parabéns, meu editor. Shout for winning that competition. Also, reiterating what I said last week, Atletico Madrid beating Real Madrid in the 90 minutes.
Yes, you were right with that one.
Not a surprise there. I told you it'll be tough for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Fortunately, as my colleague said, KJ, that Real Madrid need to be in the Champions League perhaps for marketing and etc. purposes. So therefore, that Alvarez goal was ruled out. The penalty kick.
Do you think? Okay, let's look at it like this. Do you think that's the reason why they're gonna try and do everything by the means to make sure Madrid go through to at least the semi-finals?
Yeah, look, you raised an interesting point. I never looked at it that way, but perhaps You know, like from my side, I didn't see Alvarez touch the ball twice. I don't think anyone did, but the referee and VAR did. So yeah, Real Madrid are still in it, and it's obviously good for the Champions League, for the title holders, for the guys that want it the most to be in the competition.
Okay, well, for those viewers that did not see it, we do have a video clip. So we're just going to play you as an overlay, so you guys can just see and make the decision for yourself of if it's a penalty, if it should be given as a penalty, or if the man did touch the ball twice. So looking at the footage will come up shortly, and then we can just decide. But Javon, it's really a tough one. Like, look at it. The ball goes, and then for me, it's right there. So they say it's a slight. That's a slight touch, Javon. We can't rule that out. We're gonna play it back and then just show you once again when the ball gets slowed down. It's a thing we've seen with Alvarez. That's usually how he takes his penalties. He has this technique. But I think for this one, it was unnecessary for VI to go calling out. But like you said, Madrid is a team that belongs to the Champions League. I think that's what persuaded them to just giving the decision as a...
Look, it's heartbreaking for the Atleti fans, of course. And the fact that they had to show that over and over the replays clearly shows that it wasn't 100% certain. They weren't 100% certain. And if you are in doubt, then you leave it out. Then you give it as a goal. You know, the fact that they had to rule that out was controversial. So, yeah, unlucky to the Atleti supporters there. So.
And it's the first time ever in the Champions League match where a penalty in the penalty shootout had to be, where we had involvement from the VAR, having the penalty disallowed, which was very shocking for a lot of the football fans. But the moment you guys have been waiting for, you guys are looking to make some money. Your best slip looks very nice.
Yeah, one lost last week. I took the Spurs in that one, and Spurs went down early against Bournemouth, and then unfortunately we couldn't get the win there. That was the only game that didn't come through for that bet slip. Unlucky for the punters.
You know, I think what we should do from now on is we should, like this slip we just placed now, like yours, I'll take it, give it to me after it wins or after it loses, so we can just like revert back and just see where it went wrong and where it could have gone better.
Yes, of course.
Okay, but cool. Run it through for us.
Straightforward. Forest away, they're doing pretty well in form against a struggling Ipswich side.
Lovely odds.
Yeah, very lovely. I'll take that. I would have taken Wolves straight, but Southampton did a decent first half against Liverpool.
Okay.
Have a bit of bite in them, nothing to lose, throwing everything but the kitchen sink. So I will go with Wolves plus draw, double chance there. And then in the Championship, I looked at the teams that are in the top 10, facing the teams that are in the bottom. Blackburn, Watford, and West Brom. I know I have a friend, Dino, that supports Watford. Hopefully they can get the 3 points there. And then Blackburn and West Brom as well. I think that's a decent bet slip. I would suggest any punter to jump on. $50 will give you 1,400. That's about 25 odds.
Looks lovely. I like the Nottingham Forest match. I think they played to a 0-0, 1-1, 2-2 draw in the FA Cup earlier that had to be decided by penalties. But they didn't play with the full squad, so I think they're back with the full squad, and that could mean a lot of good for Nottingham Forest. Let's have a look at mine. I think mine has less games on than yours. But I think one of my favorite matches for this weekend has to be Manchester City. Once again, I lost because of Manchester City last weekend. They got beat by, who beat them last week?
It was the Forest.
Forest beat City 1-0. I could not, but I think it was Nottingham Forest.
Kickoff match.
Was it City at home?
No, it was Forest.
Forest was at home. Then it makes sense. Okay, cool. I have 12 odds. $400, you can go away with $1,294.49 on a fourfold. So that means I have Manchester City to go out and get a straight win. That means 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, whatever. Nottingham Forest also went for a straight win. Wolverhampton Wanderers, unlike you going for the double chance, I went for the straight win. We have a Southampton fan in the house as well. I went for a straightforward Wolverhampton win. So I think that's going to be a comfortable win for Wolverhampton. And then I squeezed in one more. I really like this bet slip. And then I squeezed in one more. Manchester United to beat Leicester City after the form that Bruno Fernandes is in. I'll also encourage everyone to include him in your fantasy teams, because I think I'm going to be putting my captaincy band on him. But I think we'll be having more fantasy chats as well eventually on the show. But you guys should stay tuned for that. So looking at the games of the weekend, we also have Formula One
Yeah, that's starting.
That's
We're having
starting.
beautiful outrights there. I know a lot of our punters out there will be supporting Lewis Hamilton this season. We're offering for him to win the championship, I think 8 odds, which is decent. You put $1,000 down. Towards the end of the season, you can win 8,000. That's a decent profit there, 7,000. So yeah, a lot of sports. There's a Carabao Cup final as well between Liverpool and Newcastle. There's a massive clash between in London with Arsenal and Chelsea. So a lot of sport to look forward to, a lot of betting options and markets to have as well.
I don't think we have that slide ready yet, but like I said, the Formula One is, yes, we do. Lovely. So the Formula One is on this weekend, like Javon said. Lewis Hamilton will be attempting to go for his 8th championship win, and the odds are also at 8. I mean, 8 plus 8, that just means maybe just a coincidence. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but like Javon said, $1,000 gets you 8,000 Namibian dollars. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a good bonus towards the end of the year, right? Yeah,
but what are your thoughts on the first round? I mean, the odds look good. Verstappen isn't favorite. That's very
quite
shocking.
Surprising that Lando is the favorite there. Yeah. So it's interesting odds there we look at. So yeah, let's see what happens on Sunday. Not a big Formula One fan myself, but I'm definitely going to be watching.
I think for the viewers, I'll put a pun on Lewis Hamilton at 8 odds. He's riding for Ferrari. It's his first time. It's going to be his debut. I promise it's going to be very, very special. Max Verstappen has been around, but yeah, I think my money is going to be on the man himself, the legend himself. That's Lewis Hamilton.
I see a couple of heads nodding here in the studio.
Not a lot of people are agreeing with us. But yes, viewers, that's all the time that we do have for you for this lovely segment. Hopefully, I mean, it depends on who you want to jump on. If you have $100, break it down, put 50 on Javon's, put 50 on mine's, or at the end of the day, combine the two, get your games that you feel that you're comfortable with. And good luck, and hopefully you guys can win some cash this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully all the best to everyone out there. Obviously, we still have the soccer 13, that's tomorrow, big pools there as well. So all the best to all the punters out there that's going to be betting with JSPSports.bet.
Well, guys, there you heard it from Javon Wilson. We have Rory Sang Mohoywe, who is all the way from Botswana. She's our correspondent. She'll just be giving us an update on the athletics in Botswana.
So the Botswana Grand Prix, this is one of the sporting events that is poised to put the country on the map, and it is expected to take place next month in April at the National Stadium in Gaborone. The event has earned gold status accreditation from World Athletics, and it will see elite global competitors, including Botswana's very own Othilia Tutu Mungoba, as well as South Africa's Wade van Niekerk, who will be battling for supremacy on the track. Now, as one of Africa's premier athletics events, this Botswana Golden Grand Prix continues to elevate the country's status in the international sporting arena, which is what really the organizers are aiming for. The competition really will serve as a crucial platform for both local as well as regional athletes to compete at the highest level, while also drawing significant global attention to the country, not just to the country, but to Africa, to the region as a whole, as well as, one of the key factors that, people will be looking at is Botswana's capabilities to host a world or a global event of this magnitude. So if it becomes successful, which many believe that it will be, then we will know if the country is able to, if it has the capacity and the capabilities to hold such a world-class event. The Grand Prix also plays a pivotal role in developing grassroots talent, which by really providing young athletes with the exposure as well as the platform to elite competition right here on home soil. So a lot of young stars, upcoming stars, will also be competing because grassroots level and young stars, they are discovered on local soil while they're still very young. So that's one of the key points of having such a major event. And beyond the track, competitions are expected to attract economic activity. They are expected to attract investors. They're expected to attract visitors, business people, as well as sports enthusiasts to the country. And it is expected that the influx of coaches, as well as local enterprises and fans and commercial investments, will really reinforce the broader economic aspect of international sporting on Botswana's economy. So those are the things that they are looking at, the commercial value of hosting such a world-class event, as well as, the youngsters that will be discovered or have been discovered, and now they've been given the platform to compete, and they've been given that access to elite sporting event right here in home soil, and also the capabilities of the country to host such an event. So we are all looking forward to that. It's one of the main world-class or global events that the country will be hosting this year, and it'll be happening right here in the city of Gaborone at the National Stadium in April.
And guests, we are ready to put our hake on the fire. Now, I prepped our lovely football player here, so you know what's the next step now, right?
Yes, I do.
It's time for us to finally wrap the hake and put it on the fire, and I'm excited to do it. We're going to add some garlic butter just for the taste. Like I said, you can never go wrong with garlic. But before we do that, we did have a little chat before the cameras came back to us. And I found out that actually we are rivals on the football field. We are rivals on the football field.
I mean, you guys made me lose my $5 when I went to bet once. So.
I'm sorry about that. I mean, when it comes to betting, it's a 50-50. It can go either way. I don't know much about betting, but I do know that it's a 50-50. And it's anyone's game. You just have to try. So when I say we are rivals on the football field, I just found out that my lovely, lovely Briar today is a Man U fan. And with that said, I am a Liverpool fan. So, but maybe this is the end of the rivalry when we braai together. So we're going to prep our fish. We have to wrap it in foil. So as mentioned, it was marinating all night for this special occasion. So we're just going to place it here. And then you can just slice up some few rings of garlic butter. So we'll place that on there. Now, as we were talking, I found out something very interesting, that there is a special documentary coming out next week. Can you just tell us more about what we can expect about it? What's it about? Anything in general?
So the documentary will be next week on Wednesday, on the 19th. It will be at NFA Soccer House. It starts at 6 o'clock. And the documentary shows what happens beyond the football field, that it's not always about football. Let me speak for myself. Like, I'm currently an employee at Vendo High Performance Physiotherapy in Eros because of football. Like, they offered me a job. And it also portrays, it shows that it's not only the young people that actually plays football. And what happens, and to also the coaches, what they go through to handle women. You know what they say about women in moods.
Yeah. They always have something to say about females.
Yes, there's always something about females, yeah.
Okay, that's actually very exciting. You said it's next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, it will be next week, Wednesday at Soccer House.
Okay.
You guys can come
and watch it. Yes. Okay, I think it's time for us to get this on the grill. I can, guys, and the salsa is also done. I think that's enough garlic butter because we also marinated it in quite a lot of oil. So let's wrap this up. You can assist me with that. So we just fold it up nicely, and then you can bring it to me so we can put this on the grill. That's perfect. Are you good? You need assistance?
I think I need help with this.
You grab it on that side. Let's go.
Man U Liverpool team building.
Excuse me?
Man U Liverpool team building.
Yes, this is a Man U Liverpool team building activity. And let's put it on the fire.
All right.
Okay, these coals are perfect, just waiting for us. Okay, great. So that's going to be on there. We're going to bride 5 minutes on each side, but I like to be safe and just give it an extra 2 minutes just to make it ready. But let's put it on the last one.
All right.
You know, just to make sure that it's nice and grilled, because we really want that grilled effect. Now, we did taste a little bit of the salsa. What are your thoughts on it before we let Brian them taste later?
I've actually never tasted something like this, you know, with the mango mix and everything. I think it would be one of the best salsas I've actually tasted so far.
Yeah. So the salsa is a bit spicy. So I'm very excited for Brian to taste it, because he did tell me that he doesn't like spicy food that much. But today he's going to eat something nice and spicy.
I can eat on his behalf also.
Okay, Brian, you heard that. She'll eat it on your behalf. You don't have to eat the salsa, like the chili salsa. But it's, yeah, so let's make our hake and grill it and get ready to serve Brian on the other side. And don't go anywhere. If you want to see this recipe, if you want to make it at home, you can just go on the chat bot. Everything is there for you. The number should be on the screen. If not, I'll tell the team to put it there on for you. But do not go anywhere. We're going to finish up here at the bride station and then later on meet Brian so he can taste and you can have the salsa on his behalf. So don't move. We will come right back.
Let's talk about the mango salsa. What are your thoughts on the mango salsa? Because so they have mango. It's already a fruit. Patricia, you guys are very creative there in the kitchen, and it's okay, I guess. But sometimes you guys are pushing my limits too far. Because now, taranu, we have cucumber, we have mango, and then we have chili. I think I saw chili. And then tomato. Go help me, eto jelly. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the salsa? How do you think the salsa is gonna go with the fish? Do you trust your teammate to give us to trust the Yalo to make us something nice in the kitchen today?
Okay, I think I have to trust you on this one.
Okay.
I definitely can't wait for it. The only salsa that I know of is only tomatoes and onions.
Opo. Same. Now these guys
this
are
only the mangoes and I'm like
cucumber,
tomato. Trying to get a picture of it. I'm like, oh my goodness.
It's, and mango is most probably my second favorite fruit, but still in a salsa I've never had it, so it's going to be very, very interesting. Cool. I think before we do get into this chat, we have some time to just show you guys a behind the scene of the video that is scheduled, or the documentary that is scheduled for Wednesday. That is Beyond the Goalpost.
Yes.
Beyond the Goalpost. So please do stay tuned as we show you the behind the scene action. Well, viewers, there are all the details that you guys need, and please do not miss it. It's at the NFA Soccer House, and it's on the 19th. That's on Wednesday.
Yes.
That's on Wednesday. So it's how does it work? At the gate, you pay
A ticket. It's
ticket.
only $30.
A
Yes.
ticket is only $30 if you guys want to enjoy the full experience behind the scene. Not just seeing the women on the pitch, but just getting to see how they live their daily lives. I think is going to be a very interesting one. I myself am definitely going to make sure to be there on Wednesday. So hopefully I do see you guys there on Wednesday. Cool. So as we are waiting for them to finish up the food, we are almost there and we are ready. Tell us, how are you feeling physically and mentally? How ready are you for this weekend?
So for this weekend, I'm physically and mentally ready.
Mm-hmm.
So all I gotta do is just do my best and make sure I just do what I need to do on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know we will have a lot of fans there.
Yes.
And you know, there are also those fans that whenever you do a mistake, you get
hey.
this, hey, you call this and that. You know? So I'm definitely ready. And
Yeah.
I also know my teammates are also ready because we have been training for this game together. We have been together since the beginning. So I also know that we won't disappoint our fans, our coaches, who have also been preparing us, taking their time to be with us. So we are definitely going hard on this one.
Okay, now for the video, for the documentary for Wednesday, why should people come watch it? And also from your behalf, how was it being part of the documentary, like being the one now behind the camera, not behind the camera, but in front of the camera throughout the whole, because I know Othilia has shot for 6 months. You guys have a whole 6 months that's being pressed, and then that's going to be broadcasted. I think 6 months, there's a lot people can look at, but yeah, what was it, how was it to be a part of that whole shooting 6 months thing?
So I was definitely honored to be part of it,
Yeah.
but it's not something that I expected. You know, I really don't like these interviews, photo shoots. I was like, for some reason, I just asked myself, why is it me? Why did they have to choose me? Why was I part of it? But then I also said and just thought of it like, this can be like this is all about me. This is my life, showcasing my talent, everything. Like, I'm looking forward to this documentary, and
people get to see you on TV.
Yes, people get to see me on TV.
People get to see you show talent.
Yes, getting scouts, and I definitely want to play international football. So I think being part of this documentary will also help me throughout. Yes, it will also boost
and push you.
Yes, and push me, boost my confidence also. Yeah.
It's going to be a very exciting one. So viewers, like I said, if you guys want to know her story, if you guys want to see how she is behind the scenes, not just scoring goals, you guys are going to have to make it on Wednesday to the NFA Soccer House, where the premiere of the Beyond The Goalpost will be displayed. Well, these guys are finally done. No, finally, they were quick in the same breath, but yeah, finally we can have this lovely fish. I think you should try the salsa first for us. Just in case something, you know, maybe you cough and then I can't. Whew, it looks lovely. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't, but Yalo, please.
I love the way it smells.
The marinating works perfectly. So Yalo, please tell us, what did you guys prepare for us? And the presentation is interesting, eh? Okay.
Like I said, Brian, if you don't really want the chili part, I can always help you.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to suffer because of
Thank
it,
you. I'm glad that
here.
you are doing that for me.
So this is the fish that we are trying to fry there in the salsa. Hopefully you enjoy it.
So I love you like garlic. I put a lot of garlic butter on there. I'm a garlic fan.
I love garlic. The fork and the spoon thing, it's gonna work, but I think I'm gonna go with the presentation.
The moment of truth. I need you to be brutally honest, Brian.
Honestly, the salsa works. How it works, I don't know. I didn't try it with the chili yet, but the salsa works. The fish is tasty. There's a lot of flavor in the fish. I love the fish, but having them together, I don't know. You tell me. You maybe have a bite with both. And then you see now if it's corresponding, because I don't think I
You
want
also
to do
have to have a taste.
both of them.
You work so hard in the kitchen, I think it's only fair.
You also jump on.
Taste all of your hard work.
Okay, well, while we are diving into this food and enjoying more of it, guys, unfortunately we have to love and leave you. It's been a wonderful show. We'll be seeing you again next week, same time, same place. You guys know the vibes. But from me, like I said, it's Women Month, and from me and the team, it is goodbye.